So I find it really funny how loud some people were, especially some of you men, how loud y'all were about this gay sex scene. Oh my gosh, I can't stand to look at it. But a lot of people are on hush hush when it comes to talking about the themes of this episode, all the colorism and stuff going on.
Don't play with me, ho. Go play in some traffic. Don't play with me, ho. This shit gon' get graphic. They say that I'm the blueprint.
Listen, I know I said I wouldn't be like reviewing the show like that, but I don't know. These episodes too good, child. These episodes too good. If you want to see me review TV shows and talk about more nerdy stuff and, you know, it's giving very much superhero vibes over there, make sure you check out youtube.com/AvatarAdrian. I got a couple videos coming out over there today. You won't want to miss it. And also, I don't want to talk about the news today because if you think I'm about to talk about yet another man shooting, like on 4th of July, like, girl, get it. I'm tired. I hate it here. But I'm gonna tell you, I hate it here. And I also hate Rome. I hate this man so much. I hate his ass so much. And I knew that he wasn't no good from the moment. Listen, it's one thing to like nice things and wear what you wear, whatever. I know I'm speaking as a broke ass nigga, but like, oh my gosh, this nigga was so flashy. He talking about I ain't worried about nothing, bitch. You walk around here Versace fucking robes and shit. I was like, there's something wrong with this nigga give me weird creep. Take advantage of your ass, don't read your contracts, I got you. I remember he was talking to her about 3% off the gross sales. He was trying to get her to do what? He was trying to get Keyshawn to do heels instead of lace fronts, right? Or wigs or whatever. And he talking about 3% off gross. Like, what are you talking about? 3% off gross? Keyshawn looked at his ass like, bitch, you serious? So he always run me the wrong way. I don't care what y'all talking about. Ugh. But I absolutely, first of all, I love the writing of this show. Like, y'all doing a good job. I'm sorry, y'all doing a good job. I love how this episode we got to see Keyshawn's like backstory and also how it was centered around this almost like Cinderella, you know, fairy godmother, stepmother kind of. It was just so cool how they centered the show, how they wrote it out. But yeah, we start out with Keyshawn. She's in high school. Of course, she's in cheerleading. That makes so much sense based off of like what she's doing now and how much athleticism it takes to do what she does. I don't understand nobody that comes as strippers or and sex workers in general, but strippers, like if we're talking about it takes a lot of athleticism, it takes a lot of practice, it takes a lot of skill, expertise to do the type of shit that they do. I never get the disrespect. Like, there's some bad bitches, but whatever. This entire high school scene and all this shit, the backstory was so important for us to know, to get a handle on why she's so fucking attached to Derrick. I absolutely love what we get to see here because she's a dark-skinned girl and we just see, it was in the beginning of the episode right here. So we didn't even see the home life yet. But she's at school, getting picked on, made fun of by niggas. And I'm just, like I said, y'all was talking about all this gay sex and all this shit. Y'all so pissed that queers are having sex on the show. Oh my God. Y'all need to be talking about this shit. And there's a lot of, and I know that there's a lot of dark-skinned women who have those same experiences. I remember growing up seeing how y'all would treat dark-skinned women, especially as like fucking queer guy in grade school, like you can only imagine. But like, I seen the way that y'all drag this shit. I mean, from what y'all used to call these people booty scratchers, African booty scratchers. In this particular scene, they said that Keyshawn looked like a burnt chicken nugget. So of course she's getting all that hate. And then this angry ass white guy, Derrick, comes and defends her ass. And I don't even know why the black athletes spat on his, like, I was like, that was y'all did way too much. First of all, y'all already doing too much on Keyshawn, but whatever. He came in and defended the fuck out of her ass. So when you see that and then you go home, you go to her house, you know, the other two stepsisters, I'm not gonna explain everything, you watch the episode. The other two sisters, the long hair, you know what I mean, the light skinned, all that type of shit, and the stepmom is I think Keyshawn's daddy's a goddamn bitch. That nigga is pathetic as fuck. Wow. Why you just let this woman trample all over your daughter like that? But yeah, Yeah, she's a dark-skinned girl in this environment that degrades her from home to school, you know what I mean? From hair to how your skin looks. But then, and I love how Cliff was narrating this entire time. It was great. It was great. Oh, I love this episode. So, you know, and then, so this white boy come and save her. So while it is very annoying that Keyshawn is attached to this person, attached to Derrick, looking at her backstory, looking at like the racial implications of it, looking at how, you know, in general, she was just undervalued, degraded, like I said, ridiculed, suffered underneath colorism and all that. Seeing this person drop out of the sky like an angel come and save her ass, it's just like, oh, finally I'm getting the attention. She's like, finally I'm getting the attention and desire and love and lust and all this shit and just value that I wanted for how many years? This is what I wanted. But I mean, as we start to notice, this Derrick is getting his ass beat by his own father. He tries to cover it up. I think they find out later on, I think on prom night, but like he's getting his ass beat. So it's just a cycle of violence that is continuing to be perpetuated. I love this scene here because I feel like this is the only time where at least we're shown that the stepmother and Keyshawn, I don't even want to call it connect, because they don't really connect. But the stepmom, because of the life she's lived and because of the way that she's been treated, even though she tries to act like she's better than everybody else, better than Keyshawn or whatever, she still understands how these niggas work. Like, and so she tells Keyshawn, like, okay, girl, like you wrapped up in being this person's prize and being this person's doll and being this person's, you know what I mean, projection screen, I guess. She was just like, they gonna find another one. When they get tired of your ass, so if you piss them off enough, they gonna find another one. And you know, as real as that advice was, I can understand why Keyshawn not gonna take that shit from her. Like, girl, okay, because just because you miserable and mad don't mean that I'm going to be, you know, especially the way that you treated me in this house. So I can understand her ignoring that comment, but girl, Keyshawn gonna have to stand up, and it's just like, I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out. So Rome, being the sleazy ass nigga that he is, finally, I guess, after all these weeks, finally makes his move with his annoying ass. And Keyshawn is just like, girl, can you back the fuck up? Okay, can you back up? Rome acts like, well, you just a hoe, you out there doing, you do it for all these motherfuckers, but you can't do it for me. I got going too, like, what's up? And Keyshawn's like, what's not clicking? I'm the one with the power, I'm the one with the control. Y'all think y'all have control, y'all think y'all have power. When I'm on that pole, bitch, y'all come up off y'all wallets. And I'm the one who, because you ain't touching me, you ain't fucking me. I'm pulling y'all point out, and I'm taking my ass back home. My ass back to the back room, washing my face off, and going home. That's it. But Rome, just like many other misogynists, do not see women. It doesn't matter what you do. You know, it's just it's a stripper today. It could be somebody else. It could be an office clerk tomorrow. It doesn't matter what you do. Misogynists, when it comes to women, you don't have no power anywhere. And that's what Rome was trying to tell. Like, I don't think that you have no power nowhere, actually. And Keyshawn dragged the shit out of him, like I said, with what she said. And Rome was like, that's not gonna fly with me. And he tries to show her this clip of, first of all, I wanna know how that happened, how you got that clip. He's trying to show her this clip of Lil Murda and what's his face, Big T or whoever, fucking, and it's an absolute mess. It's an absolute mess. He tries to come at her and she beats his ass up, and she should kick him in the nuts hole, and she ran to Wody room. And you're gonna get on Wody in a second. First of all, we're gonna get on Wody in a second. But moving on in the episode, this entire time we're seeing what has happened. You know, we talking about prom night. Derrick and Keyshawn had sex. Keyshawn ended up getting pregnant. They had to start from scratch. She got kicked out. Like, she had to start from scratch. And this man is like literally choking her while she's fucking pregnant. You know, choking her while she's pregnant. And he come back with the flowers and all this shit. Oh, I'm sorry, I ain't never gonna do it again. I ain't never gonna do it again. I'm never gonna do it again. I'm so sorry. I mean, but the thing is like, okay, you choked me, but then you say you should have never put your peen inside the likes of you gutter, I don't know if he said gutter bitch or backwood. He called her a backwoods bitch. And I'm just like, ooh. I wanted to punch that motherfucker in the face. I was like, a backwoods bitch? First of all, if Rosa Parks taught me anything, I'm not gonna be in the backwoods. I'm gonna be in the front of the woods. That's the first thing, bitch. If you're gonna, I wanna choke his ass out. I'm telling you, I wanna choke his ass out. But yeah, like we all know, that's the cycle of abuse. Like, you know, fuck you up, then be like, oh my God, I'm never gonna do it again. And of course, the other party who's a victim, they feel like, okay, I have some sense of power. Sometimes they feel like I have some sense of power now, some sense of control now over the situation. But as that dwindles, he's gonna pop off again, and it's just a cycle, right? I mean, I think it was so shitty of the stepmother to see Keyshawn pregnant in the rain. I mean, having just been choked out and just closing the door in her face. Just closing the door in her face. And it's like, those are the type of people that I avoid, even in my own like minority group. You see what I'm saying? Because just speaking as a queer person, there are certain queer people who will sacrifice their queerness, your queerness, they'll sacrifice you, they'll push you away, they'll act like you aren't a part of the same community if it means preserving whatever kind of power they feel like they have. And I feel like this is the same kind of thing with Keyshawn and her stepmom. Like, even though they're both women, they're both black women, I'm sure the stepmom can relate to Keyshawn in many ways. Instead of like helping her, instead of like saying, hey, no, I'm offering you a safe space from the craziness of the world because we're both women and we're both black women. Like, I understand the kinds of things that you're facing. Not everything, obviously, because Miss Mama's, you know, she makes sure to let you know she's very much privileged, she's very much light-skinned, you see what I'm saying? But it's so pointless to be fighting another woman, to be trying to shit on another woman when everybody's struggling. I don't know. That shit was fucked up. Especially see your stepdaughter. Ooh. Derrick almost tried to burn my good sis face off. And it was just so heartbreaking to hear in Mississippi talk about anywhere but my face, anywhere but my face, anywhere but my face. You know, you could beat me, but you can't beat my kids. Derrick dislocated their kids' elbow. She had to take it to the doctor to figure out what's wrong. There was a whole bunch of bruises. Mississippi gets in there like, you can beat me, but you're not gonna beat my kids. You're not gonna beat my kids. And it ties back into what Cliff said, where it's like, the person who's in an abusive situation, they have to be ready, they themselves have to be ready to go. And I think this might be the catalyst to push it. Mississippi said, my kids? But my thing is, like, you know who Derrick was, why did you leave the kids? We can't. I just didn't like that she left the kids with him like that and went on tour. I understand that. I like that she went on tour. I just wish that the kids were in a different situation, because you knew, I don't know, maybe she was under the impression that he hits me but he would never hit the kids, you know? Because at first you were under the impression that he hit me one time or choked me one time, he'll never do it again. So maybe, hopefully this is her moment of like, it's now or never, right? I feel like Mississippi also does not have a lot of, I don't know, I thought that by this time she would kind of have a better handle on how to deal with his hot potato ass. You see what I'm saying? Because I feel like but this is just me from the outside looking in, like, we can always talk about, oh, what I would have done, what I would have did. And if you're not in an abusive, crazy situation like that, you don't know how your body will react. You don't know what your mind will, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like I wish that she would have just got her kids together after she came from the doctor and came up with a plan and not confronted him there, because I felt, I don't know, I didn't think that time was the right place for confrontation, especially because she was just so not protected. I don't know. But either way, his ass is crazy as hell. She needs to leave his ass. But Wody ass. Wody, because remember Keyshawn came to Wody and said, yo, this motherfucker tried to rape me. And so Wody was like, all right. He came in there and was like, what's up, bro? I know you like to do your little powder, and you ain't talking about baby powder. So, like, what's up? Like, you know, I brought some good shit for you, you know? Brought some good shit. And Rome catches it. He was like, why don't you do it first, bro? Why don't you hit that shit first? And Wody gonna be like, what he said? He said, he dodged that hoe. He put that hoe. Girl, Ron went down there and did that shit because he thought Wody did that shit, girl. That shit was not cocaine, that hoe was fentanyl, and Ron was over here like, yeah, girl, you can't breathe, you got the hiccups. Oh, let me tell you something. I don't care what y'all say, this man is fine to me. Wody fine, see, Lamar fine, all of them fine. Wody fine, and if I had to be ushered to the afterlife like Rome was, I would want that voice ushering me to the afterlife. I mean, I don't want him to say scary kinds of shit that he was telling Rome. But this nigga is fine and his voice is deep, bitch. Can you imagine going to permanent sleep hearing that shit in your headphones? Sorry. I want to hear it. Rockabye, baby. Wody gon' top. And when it's all over, this pussy gon' pop. Bitch, send me a lullaby, Wody. Are you serious? Yeah, but that's it. Keyshawn, leave this wigger. Leave this wigger. I'm telling you right now, get your shit, get your kids. I don't know. Wody seemed like he know what he doing, because he done, you know, he got your ass together. He got Rome ass together. So, bitch, you need to contact Wody so we can deal with this possum. That's who you got running around your house, a possum. You just, like, get his ass out of there, Keyshawn. You are too fine, you are too talented, you are too smart. Keyshawn, you're intelligent. Even Wody said that. He's like, you might be a little naive, and he said very ambitious. Nothing wrong with being ambitious. But he said, you're not stupid, and you are not stupid, okay? Because we see some other stupid motherfuckers on this show, right? Then, we're gonna be there with you, girl. Get rid of his ass. Send his fake ass Bucky Barnes, fake ass Bucky Barnes, fake ass Winter Soldier ass. Send Derek's ass out of here, bitch. I don't care if we gotta cause an incursion or some stupid. Get Winter Soldier out of here. Get your kids and let's go, bitch. Do we need to call Cliff? We need to call Diamond? Well, you fucked that shit up. You fucked up that shit with Diamond. You put a gun on his ass. I don't know. I couldn't even blame him for the way he dragged the shit out your ass at that grocery store, girl. Get Diamond if you want to come. Get Cliff. Get Wody. Get Lamar. Shit. We are going to take his ass out. We rather not in the black trucks. Don't play with me. But yeah, that's it. Thank you all so much for watching. And make sure that you have a good goddamn evening.
I'm a real bitch. These hoes knock off. You want my dick? So bitch, hop off. Cause they gon'